Good night.
Sir, you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, somebody I talk to myself on the buy not you know. When I check some chop on the done.
No, sir. No, no.
No, no, the new people them. When I check some chop on the done.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I check some gamma bed. Listen, when I got a bed man. Me that eat some jerk chicken. No jerk chicken?
Sir, you could offer me some.
You say that hurt them never want to sauce syrup up your bread.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Me I look out for you. You know them way, yeah, I look out for you, man. May I try search for the thing right now, I'm not find it. Like you new people, them start up a thing.
Hello, sir. Sir, me use some geographical something accompanied. I don't know nothing about that.
You have to go watch the next live, isn't me? You have to go watch
Are you,
part
me see
two.
my friend I watch it and me ask her what she get it and she not answer. Me block her.
Your friend I hold
You
on the one.
post it?
Your friend I
And I'm me
your,
send her here something, you know, yeah, so she stay.
your friend I hold on the one.
Make me go look feed player. Are you post it? You look like
your friend
you're writing
your
something.
friend, your friend I hold on the one. Your friend
I
say,
nah
and
laugh.
what happens?
Don't want me get mad. See, she had text me them and not answer.
Your friend say, your friend say, so hold on, you think me like gonna want that?
Say
When
that me
our
ask
friend
you, bad man.
when our friend July, brother, when I August a problem. Me a problem.
I
Listen, me
hear
as
something she a watch.
I mean the friend I watching my have what get the knowledge. A pure knowledge, you know. Hey, good. All right, so we're gonna do some regular degular now, some simple stuff. So should I? Did I not do this? I'm gonna fix it before. But I swear I did this already, you know. All right, so I never do it. Never looks. All right, so I'm gonna fix up something, guys. I fix up something. Where I fix up something. So in the meanwhile, what is agent of transmission? I could ask some question. What is agent of transmission?
Sorry, agent transmission is the people who can who's who share the different culture from generation to generation, sir.
So the people who do what?
Who share the different culture from generation to generation, sir.
Okay. All right. Not only just generation to generation, but from one place to another. So agent of transmission would transfer culture from one era to another. So let's say, for example, Jamaica eat chicken, right? There are reggae music. We have the way of life of Jamaicans basically are portrayed through various people. So people would transfer the culture from one place to another. So two agents of transmission would be like artists, mass media, because these are the people who transfer, are the group that transfer culture from one place to another. You understand what I'm saying? Yes?
Can you repeat
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
So agent of transmission are people who transfer culture from one from one place to another, right? An example of that would be mass media, religious groups, artists, man sing, right? Because they would transfer culture. Reggae artists are sing about poverty and these things. I understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What else could we ask you in the meanwhile? I'm gonna fix this. What is culture imperialism? Nobody know that? Imperialism. What
Yeah,
is
first me I
culture
get that word there.
imperialism? Jaja.
So that's when a next country, that's like when a next country or group push their culture onto another country or another group.
Yeah, so that is when talk up loud, Mr. People them here, no?
I said that is when another country or group pushes their culture onto another country or group.
Right, so that is when one country forces its culture on another country. All right? That's what that is. All right, I think you're ready now. People, are you ready? Yeah. All
Yes, sir.
right, so
Yes, sir.
the people that we bring over right now, they bring life, you know. Who is Ingram? Ingram Brace. Ingram still awake? Ingram is here. Another St. Mary student. Where that St. Mary place? Joking. All right. So we say, what's a style now? We are start off easy. What's nuclear family?
Nuclear family
Er,
consists of mother, father, and children.
Consist of mother, father, children.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see who else they both. Yes, the name I can't pronounce.
So a nuclear family is a family unit that consists of both parents and a child or children.
All right.
It's the same thing.
All right. Um, yes,
Sir,
indeed.
that was my answer.
Okay. So nuclear family is a family unit consisting of two parents, right? And their biological or adopted child living together in one household. You know, little bit more sauce on that. You know, can't just say, "Rrr." You have to have more sauce on that. All right. Next, what is polyandry?
Polyandry is a
When man
type
have
of
more than one man at the
polygamy
Right.
same
Whoa,
time,
whoa,
sir.
whoa,
that
whoa,
a
whoa,
woman.
whoa, 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 whoa. Energy high. We could hand them again. Work with the hand them, cause yeah. All right,
Okay.
Markel.
When a woman have more than one man at the same time, sir.
A woman have more than one man at the same time. Okay. Kemar.
Sir, when a woman have more than one spouses at the same time.
So we call when a man have more than one woman at the same time. What's the word for that? Huh?
Polygamy. Polygamy.
Dummy.
Polyandry or polygamy, or the type of
All the
polygamy.
Guinness,
Polygamy.
sir.
Polygyny.
Polygamy.
Polygamy.
A
Guinea.
guinea, a guinea.
Oh,
Guinea.
I heard gummy. Okay.
So remember we talked, well, you wanna remember, okay, you knew. So, polyandry. So, Markel, please to explain that. Markel,
Sir,
yes, please to explain the difference between polyandry, polygyny, and polygamy.
sir, remember the polygamy one then, but
Jaja,
the
Sir,
polyandry
can
one,
I
sir,
try?
when
you
a
let
woman
me
have more
down
than
my
one
youth.
man, one sir. Then the polygyny, how when a man have more than one woman the same time.
You let me down my youth. I three of them one. Who else
Sir,
have them?
sir, can I try?
Sure.
So for the polygandry is when a woman have more than one spouse at the same time, and the polygamy is when a man have two or more women at the same time, and the polygamy is when you have is either the man or the woman have more than one spouse at the same time.
Right. So polyandry is when the woman, sorry, have more man at the same, when the woman, right, has more, I know my chest. So polyandry is a form of marriage in which one woman is married to more than one man at the same time, right? Polygyny is when a man, and polygyny is P-O-L-Y, let's put it in the chat, P-O-L-Y-G-N that. Right? And what's the overall one?
Sir,
Polygamy.
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 Polygamy. Right? So polygamy is when a partner, whether a man or a woman, so it's when a person overall. So polygamy is overall, and polyandry is specific to when a woman have more than one man. Polygyny is when a man have more than one woman. Comfortable with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, simple things that. What what's a visiting relationship?
So,
Sir, well,
a visiting relationship is when you're in a relationship but you're going into a next. I'll explain it now. So basically, you're in a relationship, right? And you're going to the person house for sexual intercourse or something.
yes, sir.
So,
And they live in a different homes.
So you
so
are hmm, so
it
you
kind of
are
wrong.
huh?
It's wrong, sir.
Sir, can I try?
It's not wrong. You just missed something.
Can
Yes.
I? A visiting relationship is when two persons are in a relationship, but they don't live together. They usually visit each other from time to time, and sometimes they might have children together.
Right. So they don't live
Yes, sir. Yes,
together.
sir.
They don't live together. They are not married. And that's
No.
very important, right?
Sir, so them not married, them not share the same residence.
Right. So if they are, what type of relationship would a visiting be considered as? What type of relationship would visiting consider to be?
There is a common law.
It is common law. Excellent. We understand that? Common law, not
Yes.
married. All right, next. It says outline 2 benefits of living with an extended family.
Sir, the older generation can help with the raising of the younger generation and pass on like old wisdoms and traditions, family traditions.
That's good. What else?
Sir, the
Sir,
expenses are
emotional
being
support.
shared.
Whoa. Chat, that's raising a hand. So we say Rose. Let's go, Rose.
I think support system is one. In an extended family, there are
Wisdoms and traditions.
Go on, sorry, Rose. I missed that. Go ahead.
support system is one. Like in an extended family, there are more people to help take care of children, the elderly, and
Mm-hmm.
help with chores and finances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we take Daniela. Sorry.
Sir, I was about to say the same thing, sir. When you're in an extended
I will
family,
heap of them, man. No bother with that.
expenses are going to be split.
So,
Kemar. All right, Kemar,
Sir,
God.
me there here, sir. Sorry. Me that's the emotional support.
Explain it. Have you explained it?
All right, so sir. For example, there's a teenager in the house about 17, and like siblings is going to the like brother and sister and the parents, and like them been through breakup or something, and like they can offer emotional support to that person. Even better if they are more experienced. So yeah.
Go again.
Sir, if a sibling or say for example a teenager in the extended family house has been through a breakup recently, the older um siblings in the house will offer emotional support to that person, especially when they are more experienced and can give them better guidance and support than anyone else.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna run with that for now. All right. So we talk about economic support and resource sharing, extended family, allow for the pooling of financial resources. So everybody not have to buy the same things, right? One person have to buy everything. Them can share it. So granny buy this, auntie buy this. Everybody in charge of some, right? So it make expenses, it make it cheaper. So share household expenses, right? This bears economic responsibility. So therefore the family will be stronger economically during times of financial hardship, right? Family, yeah, them can contribute to each of the expenses. Them can share the expenses, basically. Then we talk about responsibility. There are more childcare and social support, right? They say emotional support, social support, childcare and socialization support. In extended family, childcare responsibility can be shared among multiple adults, including grandparents, aunts, and uncle. And this provides children with diverse role models. So they have more than one role model, more than one caregiver, right? And it also allows children to benefit from knowledge transfer, because older people share them experiences with them, right? So them get to learn things about the culture. They get to learn things about the family in terms of how you used to do this, or you used to do that, more exposure, among other stuff. All right? All clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Easy part, this, you know. Suggest 3 actions that association concerned with social issues may take to minimize case of domestic violence. Make us to the end then. So, and then of course, you're going to state why it should be successful or why it would be successful.
um,
Go ahead.
sir, counseling,
Remember, I know you have to give the explanation. So, tell me what counseling.
Um, like therapy or
Remember, I know your answer in each time you're giving a suggestion or action has to be at least 2 sentences. All right, let's try the name we can't pronounce.
Sir,
But
educate.
like you know yourself, you know. All right, go ahead.
Sir, educating the educating persons on like not not only what domestic violence is and how it's manifests in relationships, but also like warning signs to look out for and things to like things to keep in mind when entering a relationship so that persons know what to look out for and also what they are to and are not to take. Because, you know, some people like.
All right, hold on. Is that the suggestion or they are both successful? Many if you know where is where.
So the suggestion is to educate persons on warning signs as well as how abuse can manifest within relationships.
And then the why to be successful.
Because it would help persons like see what to look out for so that maybe before it gets really bad to the point of being unable to escape, they can get out of that relationship. So there would be less cases of domestic violence.
All right, that's a good answer. Hope.
Sir, they could what's it called, make severe punishment for the people who commit those domestic violence acts, sir.
And why would that be successful?
Because they know that like there's like a high extreme sanction for what they do, they're not gonna want to do it, sir. They're gonna be scared.
The man I use big word and the man say extreme sanctions. You know the man I got class, you know. Yes, you would. Good answer. All right, and Daniela is next.
Sir, I would say that the association should provide outlines for the victim
More
of.
volume, Daniela. More volume.
Sir, I would say that the person could provide hotlines for the victim that is in domestic violence and press charges on the person that is abusing the child or something like that.
All right, Joshua.
Sir, the government should put in better laws.
Yeah, who said that? So better laws, more laws to protect the people, and they would be scared.
Yes, sir. Basically.
Right. Yes. Hope said that. Tiana, may I look for your third one?
Sir, counseling provide the organization could provide counseling across the different parishes and how to deal with conflict in a relationship, sir. And why would it work is because domestic violence is caused by having problems in a relationship, sir, and probably don't know how to resolve the problem properly. So attending the class would educate them on how to resolve the problem and like how to express yourself rather than choosing violence.
All right. Fair. So we get 3 nice points there. So let's look at the ones we have. So we say public awareness and public education and awareness campaigns. And we can say that whatever government or whatever branch, they can develop and implement what we're talking about here. Actions. There's 3 actions. All right. So where the government can develop and implement education campaign to raise awareness about domestic violence, its warning signs, and the available resources. And somebody said that these campaigns can utilize various social media platforms or various media, mass media platforms, such as television, radio, social media, etc. Why would that be successful? Because, of course, it would break the stigma, right? This action is likely to be successful because increased awareness helps to break the silence and stigma surrounding domestic violence. So education campaigns can change the societal views, societal attitudes that normalizes abusive behavior. So when you're more educated on it, you get to find out how dangerous it is, and you will break the stigma, and you won't normalize domestic violence. Right? So when people are informed about the signs of domestic violence and available resources, victims are more likely to seek help earlier, right? And bystanders can know what to look for as well. Next action says advocacy for stronger legislation and policies, stronger laws. The association can advocate for development, implementation, and enforcement of stronger laws and policy to protect victims of domestic violence and hold perpetrators accountable, right? And then why would this be successful? Because effective laws and policy create a framework for protection and accountability. And of course, accountability means that you are held for your actions, right? So when domestic violence laws are strengthened and properly enforced, perpetrators face the real consequences. And of course, they would it would be a deterrent, meaning that they would not want to commit these crimes if they know that the punishment was going to be a big one. And the final one that nobody said was providing a safe space. So establish support service and safe spaces, create some shelters, that people can go if they are being abused. Because most time people are abused, they don't have nowhere to go, nobody to call, because they're afraid that there'll be people are gonna look down on them and discriminate them. So give them somewhere where they can go, counseling centers, hotlines where them can call, right? So give them support service, anything that helps, like counseling center, hotlines, legal aid service, right? Those are the lawyers for free that can basically help you, right? If you can't afford a lawyer, right? And then now, why would that be successful? Well, because if you make support service accessible, right? Then the domestic violence victim, Shave Shelter provide a physical protection. So during the most dangerous period, right? When I get abused, the shelter will provide that sense of protection where you can go and feel safe, right? Counseling helps survivors to process the trauma and rebuild their life. Legal aid service empower victims to navigate the justice system. All right. So we understand all of this? Support service and safe space and everything.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Move on to the next question. Define social group. Yeah. Yes, Joshua. Joshua? Okay.
Sir, I did mistake, sir.
Michael. Mistake too. Rose. Maya.
Good night, sir, and good night,
Good,
everyone.
A social group is a group of people who come together that have shared characteristics or shared goals and they meet daily.
All right. So a social group is a social group is a collection of two or more individuals who interact with one another, share similar characteristics, have a sense of unity or common identity, and follow certain norms and values that regulate their behavior. My question is, what are some types of social groups?
Sir, peer group.
Peer group. And what is peer group?
Sir, when you interact with your peers, with your friends.
Interacting, and me not like that, you know.
Sir, interacting with individuals your age group.
Yes, of similar age. Right? That's a better.
Sir, there's formal groups.
Because me and you can be friends, but we are not of the same age. Yes, what's the next one?
There is an
primary groups.
The primary and secondary group.
What are primary and secondary groups?
Primary groups are like groups with two or more persons that are family or close friends, like have a close relationship or bond.
Secondary group?
That's more formal and goal-oriented group, like classmates, co-workers, school clubs, and that is usually less personal and more completing tasks and achieving goals type of groups.
Sir, ethnic and cultural groups, sir?
I like that. No, sir.
Sir, formal and informal group.
Formal and informal group, yes. What is the difference between formal and informal group?
Informal group have structured with rules and roles, while the informal group based on personal in relationships.
It's less structured and more
Sir,
touchy.
and what about religious groups?
No, sir. We're talking about formal, informal, primary, secondary, and peer group.
Sir, yeah, voluntary groups.
Interest group. Those are the main groups that the syllabus tests you on. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Moving on. Say two characteristics of formal group.
Clear leadership.
Leadership, okay.
Yeah.
Goal oriented.
Goal oriented.
Sir, them have rules and regulations.
No, man, listen. At night, night when they on the dead thing, night have vibes. You know what I mean? I say, that little dead something they want to on right now, bro. Me feel like me a jump and see, but me don't even know my man just a while ago. Me feel like me a dozer, bro. Watch you know. When I feel like the thing as me I got my bed.
Their communication.
Cause if blow up on me certain way right now, So yeah, we're talking about communication. Good. What else?
Clear goals, clear
Yes.
defined goals.
Clear defined goal, a clear hierarchy.
Documented rules.
Yes, documented rules. More I think up top, man. Them name something and work. Next, we say
Regular meeting and communication to those, sir.
Yeah, man, all of them. So we talk about clear defined with roles, responsibility, hierarchy. We talk about operating according to explicit rules, regulation. We talk about you being sanctioned for rules, sanctioned if you broke rules and everything there. We talk about mark of identity. You wear uniform, appropriate work and clothes and everything there. Yeah, everything that we are talking about. Yeah. Outline two differences between democratic leadership and autocratic leadership.
Sir,
All right, Kemba, let's go.
Sir, the difference between democratic leadership and autocratic leadership. Democratic leadership refers to the people choosing who they want to govern their country by running in an election.
No. You're gone far now, my father. Watch your style now. We're talking about democratic. Hold on, calm, see. Right, watch out now. We're talking about democratic leadership, not democratic government.
Oh,
Remember
sorry.
that, Kemar. You can't mix up your government. We never asked nothing about no government, my father. We say leadership.
So, sir,
So fix up that, sir. Go
a
ahead now, sir.
democratic leader allows the group members to participate in decision making and setting goals for the group, while the autocratic leader does everything by himself and do not let the group members participate in any group activity, in any group decision making.
That is one. What is one reason? What's the other? Who can give me another reason?
Sir, democratic government, democratic leaders with the people, sir, them leave room for suggestion, while autocratic leaves no room for no suggestion. All right.
So we are talking about communication right there, sir. So communication we talk about right there. So two difference are decision-making process. Democratic leader allow people to input their thoughts, while autocratic leader are solely theme thing. While we talk about communication flow. Communication flow. There is a free flow between leader and followers in a democratic group where we can talk about things. So you tell me something, me share something, you share something, me share something, you share something. In autocratic leadership, it's one-way conversation. Me tell her, say, yo, big man, go fix the fan, my G. You better go fix the fan, bro. You're not talking, brother. You understand? So that's the difference between these two things. All right. So let me ask you, what's the difference between autocratic and laissez-faire? What would you say? Let me see who up on top now.
Sir, so.
Johnish, iPad. Yeah, I use iPhone, yeah, run up, yeah. Yeah, show it up, my father. Janish. Is Janish here? Once we call your name, you answer in a 3 second, you're out, you know.
Sir, I was answering for the democratic leadership, but I don't know the next one.
You don't know laissez-faire?
No.
What is laissez-faire, guys?
Sir, I think that leadership.
Sir, are the type of leadership style where the person make employees do whatever
make
they
them
want.
own decision on things, sir.
So
they have their own freedom, sir. The group members.
So laissez-faire people have their own freedom. Laissez-faire people do what they want. The leader allow the people and the group members to do whatever they want. So a laissez-faire is what you call a weak leader. Right? So a laissez-faire person just come and say everybody now do nothing and say, well, call it a Sunday, yeah? Right? So these are three types of leadership. You have democratic, autocratic, and laissez-faire. Yes.
So what kind of business would a laissez-faire leadership style be more beneficial?
No idea.
Okay.
It'd probably be a place where people are a lot more responsible.
Sir.
So I would think that it would be a place where everybody responsible enough to be their own leader.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
What is the difference between autocratic and laissez-faire?
You tell me. Me just tell you. So you tell me. If you were asked that instead of this, what would you say?
Sir.
Yes. Who want to try that? Yes, go ahead.
But I said the laissez-faire make their own decision. Sir, that correct?
Sir.
That vague, you have to be more specific.
Sir, can I try?
Yes. Who said them can try? Go ahead.
Laissez-faire is when the leader gives the team out of freedom and doesn't really boss them around, and people like work pretty independently. And autocratic means the leader makes all the decision and tells everyone what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the communication now? What do you say about that?
Sir, the autocratic group, I think it would maybe more communication, because while the laissez-faire leader is sitting down and let everyone do what they want, the autocratic leader is telling everybody what to do.
Common sense is work. Common sense at work these days, man. That's a decent answer, sir.
Sir, hold
Yes.
on. Something not click right there, so.
Wanna click.
Sir, what him just say, sir?
What I'm saying, he said that the communication style, an autocratic leader would tell people what to do. While the laissez-faire, there will be less communication between the leader and the people, because the laissez-faire allows the people to do what they want to do.
Okay, me get it. That's how him say it in a pattern. Okay.
Yes. All right. I mean, I want to hear say it.
No, I to how him say it in the pattern. You know, like when somebody explains something in a pattern, but you know,
Where are you from? Jamaica? Are you from another country?
Sir,
Sure, but that's true. Sometimes I understand the part of it, I come from Jamaica.
No,
I'm
me
from
ask.
Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica, and then
Yeah,
the three
but
that people them are getting boy. Then people
sir,
use
but
boys, see? When
me
they
a
use
Portland,
boys,
we talk bad. We talk with language different.
oh, Poland language.
Yeah,
So when I talk Portuguese,
we talk different. We different to talk and draw words.
the three that people them there, it's not three that people there, no?
Yes.
Three that there. All right, three that. Wanna still use that term, that boy? Wanna still use that? Boy? Wanna use that same way? That slang there? That boy? Something?
Sir,
No?
them can't stop
Yeah.
use that, sir.
Them you wanna use it?
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
year, last year, we were on the live and talk about be a buy every day, me the pan buy. It's fun though. All right, yes. So that's what that would be. So we understand that. Moving on. Suggest 3 actions a government may take to ensure that good governance is practiced. And them. Make we see the and they. Make we see the and
Sir,
they.
you know long marriage man, man not answer my question.
Yes, Georgina. Let me see what I got. And them. Go on.
Sir, may I give you one moment, but I think it's accountability or
All right, let me hear what I got.
Sir,
So,
wait, may I think about it.
what has she got? Rose,
Sir, me can't see the question.
is everybody seeing the question?
Yes, sir.
Something wrong with the device. Rose, hope. Tonight, tonight, no, we have move. Hope.
Sir,
Sir,
transparency.
sir,
Go ahead, Hope.
yeah, allow the citizens to participate in in their decision making processes, sir.
Hello, who?
The citizens to participate in the decision making processes.
So allow the citizens to participate in decision making process. Why would that be successful?
Will be successful, sir, because people now will be able to what's it called? Ah, because sir, because citizens be able to. So I can't find the words right now, sir.
Who will help him on that point? Kemar.
Sir.
Sir, what was he say? What was he saying,
No,
sir?
man, you have to listen, man. Next, Abby, Africa.
On the same point as him.
Yes, at the same point as him. Yes.
Um, the it would work because the government would ensure that the citizens have like a proper say in the decisions that affect them, and it would it could be achieved like through like voting and like and it could also it's important for the government to include policies that would like ensure that the citizens are heard. So that's like one reason why citizen participation will work.
Mm-hmm. All right, me like that. Where are you from?
Trinidad.
No, that's a lovely accent. I like it. You must
Um,
talk more.
Adding on to that point, when you
Yes.
allow citizens to participate, it enhances a stronger support system between the citizens and the government, leading for
Oh
them
God,
to
yes. Nice.
always support the government.
Nice, 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 nice. Yes, that's lovely. So you get that now, Hope?
Yes, sir.
So once the citizens are involved, then you would actually be solving what the citizens want. So you will be addressing most of the problem once you include them. What's the next reason? Next action?
Sir,
So,
the government.
strengthen rule of law.
Go again?
Sir, I mean, like I was saying, strengthen rule of law, as in, um,
Explain, yes.
so then would I have the citizens would I have like equal like equal saying in the decision also.
That it could be too strong. You know, and this is so much power. And that would have cover under like giving them to participate in decision making. All right. Chesanik. That's how it's pronounced?
Sir, I was saying transparency.
Yes, go ahead. That's a good point. Transparency. Explain that.
When government decisions or protocols are clear to the citizens,
Mm-hmm.
are clear to the citizens so they understand and don't have any misconceptions.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes. So that means, so that means transparency would mean that the laws are clear, their policies are clear, what the things that they do is clear, right? Meaning that if them spend $1 million, it's there. Why where the money go? We know and we can see. We can hold them accountable through transparency. And why would that be successful? The same person. Why would that be successful?
the citizens will trust the government more.
Yes, child. That's beautiful. The citizens will trust the government more. Expound on that now.
Sir, we're gonna think about it properly and come back.
Um,
Who
when
want pick up on
when
that, see?
they when they trust the government more, it would
Mm-hmm.
encourage them to come out to vote for a particular party within the government.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we can take that. What else? Anything else I want?
Sir,
Sir, I was going to say
Yes.
citizen
transparency, but you know,
participation.
I'll just say.
Where you say Rose? All right, Michael. Rose, where you say?
Citizen participation to encourage them.
I think we have that already.
Okay.
Sir, I was saying that the government would give out rules and their consequences, and it will be clear to the citizens, and the
No,
citizens.
man, you don't want to go so strong with the when you're talking about good governance, you want for the government to do things to make the citizens feel safe. So once you start having no law and everything there, and you're gonna lose the citizens themselves. So that's about good governance. What's the thing that you're missing? You're missing oversight committee. There must be an oversight committee for good governance. You know what I'm talking about when I say oversight committee?
So like the people on the government that are like from the opposition, that when like they want to make new policies and laws, they like look over and they're like,
not quite. When
So
you talk
can
about yes, try, yes, go ahead.
so it's like the opposition is making sure the government is spending the country's finances properly and not wasting the resources or taking it for their personal uses.
Good try, but no. An oversight, an oversee
Sir, me
committee.
can
Who?
try?
May I give you one chance? Who upon them, Kemar? Jaden,
Yes, sir.
what does oversight committee mean? What's an
The
oversight committee? Yes, sir.
electoral commission, sir.
You know you can't get like a shot something, sir. Go ahead, no man. Go on, no
Or
man.
ombudsman, sir. You can say ombudsman investigates the who investigates what the government does that hurts the people, sir.
So you will have to say an independent oversight committee is not a part of the government.
Yeah.
Sir, ensuring that an organization is running
Sir,
effectively.
And
Ensure that transparency and accountability takes place, sir.
And the government acts fairly, sir.
so
sir, like the
we-
Integrity Commission.
so integrity commission, something like that. So remember, guys, remember you can't forget this, establish an independent oversight bodies is very important. A commission. It creates such against anti-corruption commissions, right? Electoral commission and ombudsman office that operate independently from the political influence. That is an action, right? And then why would that be successful? Because it implements transparency. Well, not necessarily that, but why would that be successful? Is that they would why would that be successful? Come to know answer all that. Renee, why would an independent oversight body be successful?
Sir, you know, some we are gonna give one of the three
Sir, to
suggestions.
split justice evenly between both sides or party, whichever I want, sir.
Sir, there won't be any
No, I don't
biases
like that.
or um
Jaja.
sir, there would be any bias action taking place or any bad influence.
Sir, what was the
What
question?
why would an establishing an independent oversight body be successful?
Sir, because remember say the police no fair and sir, I don't know if a ombudsman expensive to get, like if enough money for you get them. But remember the police and fair, so you cannot go to them to get the justice, and sometimes people can't afford lawyers and them something. So if them have somebody when is not a part of them organization they for help them, it be better for them.
That's not a bad answer, but relating to government, like good governance, why would that be important for good governance? Yes, Williams.
The oversight committee would work because it will check to see if the government doing the job right. So it will like look at things like how they're spending the money, like if they're following like the rules that are supposed to be following, and like whether the actions that the government taking is fair, and like if the government like doing something wrong, like it would like investigate and suggest changes.
Mm-hmm. So that's more of the answer we want. So the establishing the oversight body would ensure that the government do not corrupt because they know say people are watch them and they can be held accountable. So if them go thief the money, they not go bother. Right? So it prevents against corruption. the government doing things to benefit them alone because we have an oversight body watching them. The oversight body include the ombudsman, the electoral commissions, right? So these are independent from the government, so they are fair, right? So we talk about the actions. So we talk about establishing oversight bodies. We talk about transparency and also access to information. Don't forget about that. Access to information, right? That means that the government is liable. And if you want, you can break up these two. You don't have to put them together. These can be two separate points. Access to information means that that people, once they request the information, they can get it from the government within a particular timeline. So I think it's 30 days. If you request any information that's not too sensitive from the government, you're legally bound to get it within 30 days. But a lot of people don't know that. So any regular human being can request information from the government, and they must give it to you as long as it's not deemed a national security or national threat. Right? You understand that? Access to information.
Yes, sir.
So citizens have a right to request information all the time. And then we talk about promote citizen participation in decision making. Why would established oversight body be successful? Because this action is likely to be successful because independent body create a system of check and balance that prevent abuse of power. So then make sure say you not abuse of power. They check it to see what you're doing. Always keep in check. Them a police you. They are police in the records. You must give them the records of this. They must provide this of that. Any little thing that doesn't add up, you can be held accountable. Right? Yes. Next, we have transparency, which you explained already. So this action has a higher probability of success because transparency directly combats corruption, right? And improve governance when government operation, contracts, and expenditure are being open to to public scrutiny. Officials are less likely to engage in corruption practices. And then we know decision making already. We explained that it addresses the citizen and the laws become more effective because the citizens actually help to shape them. Is there anything that you don't understand? All is well here?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, we say define birth rate.
The amount of babies born per thousand, sir. Yearly.
Yes. So birth rate refers to the amount of baby produced yearly. Right? So birth rate refers to the number of live births, not dead birth, live birth per 1,000 people in a population during a specific time period, usually 1 year. Next says, we have a graph here, so blah, blah, blah. You can take picture of the graph. I give some people some time. So we take some picture of the graph. If you're not using your phone, you can take picture of the graph. Yeah.
Sir, what paper is that?
I think this is January 2024.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
It's a night now if we move speedy, Describe the population change over the period 2019 to 2023.
So, sir,
Mm-hmm.
from 2019 to 2020, the population increased from 390,000 to 395. However, it remained constant from 2020 to 2021. Then there was an increase again from 2021 from 395,000 to 410,000. And from 2022 2023, increase from 410 to 420.
And then how you end that now?
And then that's the overall thing will be 15. So over the 5-year period, sir, the population increased by 15,000. Yeah.
So you take a 390 from 420, how much you get?
Sir, it increased by 25,000.
30,000. How you get that?
Yeah, sir.
Make sure the work
Oh,
with calculator, though.
Sir, I wrong number. Me I look pan. Sorry about that.
Make sure the work with calculator, cause you know, hey,
no,
when
sir.
I get some graph analyzer, make sure the work with the
Sir,
calculator.
true, me I look pan it. I try phone, man. Me not see it so good. And my brightness is down a little bit.
I
Me never
know,
can see
father.
number.
Calculate the change in the size of population between 2020 and 2022.
30K, sir.
Calculate what?
Calculate the change in the size of the population between 2020 and 2022.
Sir, so you go subtract 390 from 420.
Sir,
Sir,
390?
much teaching a social study now.
Yes, sir.
25,000, sir.
Maths always not social there. What is that?
2022? Oh, 2022. Oh, I never realized that 2020. All right.
Yes, Sasha. Sasha, what's the answer?
15,000. Sir, at 15,000.
The population increased by 15,000.
15,000. Excellent. Come on, you can do maths.
Yes, sir. Sir, two more.
Sir, me get the graph for maths paper too, bro.
Yeah, no, you're soft, cameraman. The
No.
population in 2020 is how much? How much is the population in 2020?
395,000, sir.
395,000?
Mm-hmm.
And you take with that from when it's a 2022?
Mm-hmm.
And 2022 how much?
410,000.
So you take with that from that how much you get, my youth?
No, 15, sir, but
Yeah, move shaky, my youth. So you take a 410 from 395,000 and you get 15. So the population increased by 15,000 people. Yeah. Moving on. State one factor other than birth rate that would cause a decrease or increase in the size of the population.
Mortality rate, sir.
Death rate.
Death rate, mortality rate. What else?
Yeah. Crime.
That's same as the death rate.
Migration.
Okay.
Migration.
Brain drain. Brain drain. I was
Brain
trying to
drain.
Yeah.
Sir, urbanization too.
All right, so yeah, man, we have that luck. Anything we have luck, we are gonna skip. Yeah. Yeah, we want to cover it. Yeah, so we have migration, death rate, government population policy, natural disaster, war and conflict, economic conditions. All of these would either decrease or increase the size of a population. Next question says, the development of human resources in schools should include the use of technology. Suggest 3 actions that the government may implement in schools to prepare students to function in the technological age. Yes,
sir.
iPad. Whoa, I work with the Andem. Jonesh. Yes.
Well, the government could make IT mandatory, so therefore every student should be doing a technology subject such as either IT or EDPM.
Yes, so include it in the curriculum from an early age. Yes. Why would that be successful?
It would be successful because now is a must for children to learn about technology, and then they could use it when they're doing the schoolwork or even activities in the classroom to enhance the productivity and funness of lessons.
All right. So including it early, make them exposed, that they're exposed to it. So that means it easier for them as they get older. They are used to the knowledge. Okay, we'll take that. Well, give me let's work with the hands. Let's see, Markel.
I was going to say the same thing, but you said it already.
You get chopped.
Make it
Taro.
mandatory from a tender eater from them young. Now come on.
Taro.
So have online classes and online interactions. So students are like, I guess they need to like work online, and you could have like online quizzes for the students to do, and have online exams or tests like how we did over the pandemic.
So you are saying that if you have online everything, it would prepare the students for function in the technology era.
Yes, sir.
I kind of shaky still, and that means they kind of want to solid on that. Maya.
Sir, I'm saying that the government could provide like tablets and laptops for students to use as
Yes, provide universal access to devices. Yes.
yes, sir.
And what else? Just device alone?
Yes, sir. Like the person that says the government could like let them like learn how to use them from a tender age. That means that when they provide the laptop, that means that the children can like um I would say no. The children can better like know how to use it, and and they could use the skill in the working field.
Mm. All right. So you're saying that we give them access to the internet. No, to the technology. And the internet too. You can't have technology without internet. Well, you can, but you need to give them some net too. So provide access to internet and technology like computers and these things. Yes.
And
Thompson.
another point could have been provide professional programs for teachers to educate them and improve their knowledge about using the technology.
Yes, indeed. So
And
yes, this is
it would be successful because the teachers being educated about the technology, they are now able to educate the students on how to use these specific devices or areas in technology using the knowledge that they gain from these programs.
all
So
right.
they could
Yes.
have a educational technological educational club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at some actions. We could implement a digital literacy program across all grade levels that teach students not only to use technology, but to develop critical thinking skills for evaluating online information. When we're talking about what is real from what is not real, tell them, say, when them see a little naked man pop up and a little naked woman pop up, don't go click it because of virus. So teach them things like that. Teach them when they're on the internet how to be safe. Teach them about the safeguarding when using the internet. 'Cause predators are online just as they are in person. right? So you need a literacy program so they can understand how to evaluate information, understand how to maneuver or how to what to expect on the internet, and also practice online safety, right? So they know, say when them predators say, you want to buy this? You just win $500,000. Just give me 10,000 to clear it. Then the run go clear it. So it is important that they understand how to evaluate information. Next one says um universal access to technological device and internet. Somebody said that by equipping schools with computer labs, tablets, and for student use to ensure reliable internet access, particularly in rural and underserved communities. And then we have integrate technology focused curriculum to reforms that incorporate coding, things like robotics, right? So you integrate technology into the curriculum with coding, robotics, and other STEM subject as core components rather than just extra things that are viewed as extra curriculum. Let them be core. Because you know people do robotics now for just extracurricular activities, well, some school at least, majority of school. But if they incorporate it in the program and make it mandatory, it will be good. All right? So these are the actions. Of course, they as long as they can explain the others, they can work as well. So we talk about digital literacy program, and of course, literacy. We talk about it. Literacy is not only about reading and writing, but understanding how to think critically, evaluating information online, practicing online safety, right? We talk about give them access to technology and internet connectivity. And we talk about integrate technology focused curriculum like robotics, coding, and these things. Then we talk about why would these be successful? And we talk about the programs will be successful, right? Because of course they would teach kids or teach young kids how to evolve with changing technology than learning specific tools that may become obsolete. Right. So they learn to evolve with technology. Right. Then now go there, they use typewriter and then typewriter done. Then they'll only because you have some people not only learn to type on typewriters and they never really transition to the computer. No, they're out of luck. Right? So it's developing them for the future, right? Next, we have digital divide that currently prevents many students from disadvantaged background from developing necessary technology skills. Da 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 da. Yeah. I think many if we tone down this little. But yeah. Is there anything we don't understand you want to go through? No? Yes? No, yes.
No, sir.
We understand these actions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just like that to basically done a paper, you see it, quick and fast. I want to say one more bed. Una call the shot.
One more.
No, sir. No. Sir, me done. Me with the breaking bad.
Oh, you still there, bud?
Sir,
Yeah, one more.
sir,
Catch you, me
Yeah,
never
one
know you
more.
there, bud.
One more, sir.
sir,
Me
you
check
did
say.
classes.
No,
You did classes on
Sir, one
regional
more.
integration.
sir, remember we have to go wake up
One
7
more
o'clock
type.
morning.
No, we are push it back to 8. We are push it back to 8, man. Can't wake up set like.
No, sir.
Sir,
Me no know. One of them people.
sir, we can bring calculator in the exam.
Why
No.
me not know, you know?
Sir, if you can bring it, but them not gonna allow you to use it. Me not think them are gonna take it from you.
Yeah, they'll take
So
it
why?
from you for you. Got a
So
calculator not related to this. You must can bring a calculator.
you can't
Yeah.
you
I
can't do
can
it,
do the cheat.
you can't do that out there, man. Regional integration, me can't touch that night, yeah. Tomorrow morning, well, when the sun rise, thing that. Regional integration, the first thing that morning when your brain fresh.
Sir, and the culture something, sir, me are telling you.
Yeah. What Catherine says she
Sir,
blow out.
sir, can do human resources.
We do that already.
Do that already.
Long time we passed that years ago. Who said that? You can
Sir,
watch
when,
the
sir?
you can watch the second part of the live when you have time tomorrow and a chill. We can squeeze through one more, man. Think so.
Sir, you know easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kinda easy, no?
Can squeeze through one, man. And tomorrow, no, we're gonna have two for do. Plus, let me see who they on YouTube. What people on YouTube, I say. I want to say one more or bed.
Bed.
You can't know Catherine love sleep, brother.
Sir, me active man.
Catherine love sleep, brother.
Sir, I think we need time for everything to settle in, for all the information we gathered today to like work through our brains, and tomorrow we'll come back fresh.
You need time for go sleep, what you mean?
But tomorrow exam.
Who said that?
Me.
Them say me not fi say it because them might get
No,
nervous.
no. I wanna say it like
And tomorrow the exam. Me check say I wouldn't like keep me up, you know. Me check so I said, no, sir, don't go your bed, sir. Stay up, stay up, stay up. When the better I might pay them still. I might pay them for that day.
So, you know, we're gonna get the ones.
That place where there, sir.
But I want the meds. But I want the meds today.
Sir, you teach them good, they know everything. They know everything.
Why? Me get me say that's a Zoom call.
We need to go to sleep.
Me are searching the paper, guys. Don't worry yourself. I'm searching for the paper. Me say people. My own picking them. Don't even come. Then call your friend.
Sir,
You can imagine that?
Sir, me text some of them. Some of them said
At
them
least we're here.
Sir, they not rate you.
Sentence still don't come.
They not rate me?
Yeah.
I not rate themselves. Me?
Well, yeah, they not rate themselves. Cause forgot say you them a do it for.
Me? So you think that me up at night to get ratings?
No, sir.
Sir, you've been a very good teacher, and all your students know everything on the exam paper. So that's why they're not here.
Oh, if that was the case, I would have been on my bed right now. Well, technically, you know, you're for them last really you're a gainer because I do this for you, you know. I first really I do social study online. And normally biology and everything them I do. IT and everything they online.
And we thank
Never.
you, sir, for your service.
No, you have to thank them, you know, because them make me there.
True. We thank
and
them
then them not forward. So why you big them up for me.
Sir, some of them.
Doubly in the chat for all the students that are not here.
I tell you. Anyway, but go run that one, you know. That one I say. Cultural diversity is an important feature of life in the Caribbean. Define cultural diversity.
Sir, cultural diversity is when there is more than one culture. Um Jesus. Sir, me get back to you.
Sir,
People
ethnic
who come
group.
from the same part of the world, sir, who share the same culture.
Sir, cultural diversity is the spread of the culture.
A different culture across
Sir,
the country.
culture cultural diversity refers to the variety of cultural
So
differences
it's a
and
mix of.
similarities within a society or the world as a whole.
Okay, Sasha.
So cultural diversity refers to when there is like different cultures, ethnic groups, languages, and so on in a particular population or society.
Yes, I like that one better.
Sir,
Right? Yes.
sir, cultural diversity is the presence of different culture within a society, for example, religions, language, and traditions.
Hmm. All right. All right. All right. All right. So yes, cultural diversity. Right? We talk about a mixture of different culture. When we talk about diversity, we talk about a mixture of different culture. So cultural diversity refers to the existing variety of different cultural groups in a society, right? And it encompasses different languages, religion, ethnicity, tradition, custom. So we talk about the Africans, we talk about the Europeans, we talk about the Africans, the Europeans, the Spanish, the people them name are just coming, the Arawak people, indigenous people. So all of these people come here and then come here with different type of culture and it's all mixed. All right. So yeah, that is what cultural diversity is. A mixture of different culture basically. But you know we have to sauce it up. Next one says, state two factors that contribute to cultural diversity. Tiana.
Slavery.
So them say slavery. Jonash.
Sir,
Jonesh, sorry.
Migration.
Migration. All right.
Colonization.
Colonization.
Sir,
What else?
urbanization.
Not too like that.
Sir, tourism.
How about global influences? I think so.
And indentureship could be one.
Yes.
Social
What about language or language?
Language, no. You want what contribute to different culture, what contribute to different ethnic group actually in the Caribbean.
So,
Social.
sir, can you say
Religious.
religion, sir? Religion?
Religious diversity.
No,
Music.
no. You want to say things like cultural imperialism,
Social practice.
global influences,
Migration.
migration. Right? So again, culture imperialism is when what? Is when one country forces its culture on another. So
Sir,
that
mass media could be one.
yes it could. But according to your CXC, you're safer with these. You're safer with saying Africans are the Africans settling here, the any one of the ethnic groups cause cultural diversity because you can see many of the Caribbean countries have different type of culture based on their ethnic groups that was there with them. So we see cultural imperialism, global influences, the ethnic groups, migration, and migration after indentureship. Right? So when the Indians were here on indentureship, remember, you know what indentureship is? So after slavery, they basically got some people to work for little or no money. And then them people when slavery end, they run off and live in the country. And they bring their own language, their own religion and everything. So you can't say religion alone hope. We are talking about the group that actually bring the religion. So you'll have to say like the Africans would be a factor. The African colonization, the African slavery, and then colonization of the British. Because of course the British, when they colonize the Caribbean, they would bring their own culture with them. When they buy the Africans as slaves, they would bring their own culture with them. Then they add cultural imperialism or global influences. Those are four main factors for cultural diversity in the Caribbean.
Sir, there was this one question on a paper that I got wrong that I was doing. It was how like the order in the peoples that came here, so like Africans, the Amerindians, what was the order like that they came here in?
But everybody have a different order. Well, in the Caribbean overall,
Yes, sir. I think there was African, there was Amerindians,
no,
and I think
Africans can't come this. Me know for a fact. Africans come after people buy them as slaves. So you couldn't say that. It would have to be the Amerindians first, and either the Spanish or the Europeans would be second. Africans would be third, based on common sense. Me don't know who come after that. Yeah, probably Indians and the Chinese would be after them.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Next question say, the roles of family members in the Caribbean have been changing. Explain one cause. By the way, I want to understand that the factors, right?
Sir, me can see them back?
But me that talk about them all along. Were you not
Yes, sir,
listening?
I understand.
Yes, sir, I understand them.
Oh, come if you're checking out. At 1 o'clock someplace. And at 2 o'clock someplace. Alright? So, active. Next question. The roles of family members in the Caribbean have been changing. Explain one cause and one effect of the changes in the roles of the family members in the Caribbean. So one cause and one effect. Let's go.
Sir, one cause maybe is that female nowadays feel like they need to stop being housewives and need to work also and also be a breadwinner alongside with the males and also allowing the males to stay at home also and look after the kids and do house chores.
When it come on to
Um,
family, me hate when say fitness still woman still woman and someday. That's so
I think
cliche. And put down the hands for me so I see some new hands. So lower your hands and me see the new hands. Alright, so put up your new hands now, let me see what I got. Yeah, I mean, Kemar, the cause. What are the cause? What would you say is the cause? The cause. The
Um,
cause why roles change. Oh, I'm better things than that.
sir, can I answer? I think one of the
Uh,
causes.
hold on. Where I work with Tresany, and them raise. We could see where you are saying for me.
I'm saying that more educational opportunities for women.
Yes, yes, those are the answers we want to hear. We can't hear a woman, the woman, and someday.
Sir,
We want that.
Margin.
More educational opportunities is there for women. What
Sir, more
else?
women are getting employed.
More women are getting employed. What else we could have said?
Sir, marginalized.
No, that's an effect.
That would be the effect.
Woman want to be more independent.
Woman want to be more independent. I wouldn't say want to. I would say women are more independent. Yes, all of these are one to technology. Why tell me technology?
Yes,
The machines are the most
Sir, sir.
humans.
Because I was saying before, I don't remember which live for part one or part two. I was saying that I think a part one. I was saying that the invention of technology make woman now have more time because them have washing machine have wash them on. Them have plate washer where you can wash them plate, they have to wash plate them on. So therefore them have a
Vacuum
lot
cleaner, sir.
a lot more time so they can go work. Yeah, vacuum and them thing there. So what would be the effect now? Yes, Kemar.
Marginalization of men.
We are work with the hand them, remember? Go rise up your hand them. Kemar, me see your hand up.
Yes, sir. What you said, sir? The effect?
You're not ready, man. Sasha.
Sir.
Sasha.
Could a cause be migration? Like if one of the parents migrate and then
No man,
like
if I effect with the Sasha, man. We're
oh
gonna get
sorry.
ready for cars already, man. Yeah, and Kemar and I see him both. You have to sharpen her after two for some people. Tiana.
Sir, because the ladies are becoming more educated now. Sometimes the men have to stay home and look after the children and do the housework instead. Or
All
sometimes
right. We can
both parents would be missing and then the child will have lack of emotional support.
so both parents are working. So the child now have to see the parents. That you say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that right, man. So we have marginalization and the man them kind of feel, yeah, when I feel 200 about it. So we start then the man starts lose confidence in themselves. And then we talk about the effects. Men are being stay-home dads. Yeah. So let's look at them. We see that causes. We put some zoom on them. So we say increase female participation in higher education and workforce has reshaped the traditional gender role in the families. Women now outnumber many Caribbean universities, have greater access to employment, etc., etc., etc. And effect with both parents often working, fathers now play an active role in childcare and domestic tasks, while children face fewer rigid gender expectation. Right? So more men not really force them son to do the hard work anymore because of this shift. Right? So that's pretty much straightforward. Next one say a government agency is responsible for the welfare of the elderly. Is concerned about the treatment of elderly in the community. Suggest three strategies that the agency can recommend to improve the care of elderly. And of course, why would it be successful? Tara, you're up.
Sir, they could have voluntary service for people in the community to help elders, like to give them food, basically take care of them in the, like have voluntary service in the community.
No, okay, and why would that be successful?
This will allow people to volunteer and help with health benefits, and since like elders are old, they can't really do stuff on their own, so they could get physical therapy, like and um health care, and get balanced diet and nutrition food and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're saying that the so they are saying that they would have volunteer where people volunteer to help the elderly. And how would that be successful is that no, the elderly would have care and what else?
Physical therapy so they can like give them like let them like walk and stuff. So like exercise, balanced diet.
Okay, okay. Can't take that. Joshua.
Sir, better treatments for the elderly.
Oh.
Sir, cause in a the if the people give the elderly better treatment, the
So how
elderly
we are gonna make them get better treatment?
oh sir, the government could implement strategies, put strategies in place in the
What kind
hospital.
of strategy? That we ask you.
Um,
So what is the strategy you put in place? What meds it? Tiana.
Financial, uh,
Tiana?
no.
Sir, the government could make sure there are homes available for elder to turn to at
Yes.
affordable prices. So how this will
No,
work, sir?
no, but no matter put the
If
money in there. Just call it shelter. Or remember we call it
yes,
support service. Just like how we have the same support service for yes, the things are interrelated, guys. Just like how we have the same support service for domestic violence, where we say we provide shelter and support service. You get that same support service for the elderly, but just tweak it for suit the elderly's purpose. So
Uh,
continue.
Sir, educating family members and caretakers on how to properly take care of the elderly. Um, because I feel like sometimes dealing with elderly persons, it required a lot more attention.
Okay. And why would that be successful?
It would be successful because it reduce neglection and abuse
Okay.
from the elderly.
I can take that. Sasha, and then Jaden, and then Ziggy.
Sir, they can reduce the healthcare costs for elderly persons so that they can have access to healthcare.
Yes, and we see Haley Lewis saying the same thing on YouTube. And why would that be successful?
It will be successful because many elderly persons are unemployed and they don't have like a source of income. So many of them don't have access to healthcare. So reducing the cost or even making it free would ensure access for these elderly persons.
Nice. Next in line, Jaden.
Sir, what they can do, sir, is they can like fund elderly homes, sir. So like make the beds better, more comfortable, the food better, sir. And overall, like just would promote better living conditions for the elderly. Since some of them can't live with their daughters and sons, so this would help them, sir.
And why would that be successful?
Well, sir, like I said, it would promote easier living for them, sir, and a chance to lay back and you know, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you want something to stronger on that. Oh. When we get to where I come from, you want something to stronger. So in the interest of time, we are move on to what we have here. So the first one we have is to establish community-based daycare centers for the elderly. Right? These centers will provide supervised care during daytime hours, offering social activity, health monitoring, meals, recreational programs specifically designed for seniors. They would serve as safe spaces where elderly individuals can interact with peers while receiving appropriate care and attention. right? So it's a care center. So it's a daycare center where the elderly can reason while they are being monitored and never get good supervision. Why would that be successful? Right? It effectively meet multiple needs, reducing elderly isolation. So the elderly won't feel lonely because they have other elderly there with them, providing supervision. Where while they are having fun, we are responsible people are supervising them, easing caregiver stress of working family. So working family not worry about having a caregiver at home when one is there for free.
Sir, would you mind me sharing my strategy for a minute, please?
What's that, sir?
Sir, I was thinking that the government could ask the clinics that they could make nurse go around the community and checking up on the elderly, like do a fortnight checkup on the elderly, ensuring that they're healthy and everything is all right.
We don't want to say nurse. We want to say caregivers. Can
Our
nurse
caregivers,
be
sir.
Sir, would also
nurse,
provide geriatric care for them.
nurse busy? That's the same thing as what Kemar is saying, basically. Nurse kinda busy. So we can use caregiver.
But sir, in my community, they do that. That's why I said that.
Nurse?
Yes, sir. Like the nurse
Yeah,
from
for
the
true,
nearby
sir.
clinics do that, sir.
The nurse walk on and check every elderly?
Yes, sir. But them
That's
them do it
nice.
like once a month or so.
How
Okay.
much healthier the matter?
Yeah, but
Sometimes
when I
sometimes they
think on
have drives. Sometimes they have drives like in our country, like you would donate something like whether it might be food or clothing, and then they would go around giving baskets to the elderly persons.
alright. So I want something a bit yes, so yes, cool. As I can explain this fine. So community-based daycare centers, then we have implement intergenerational program initiative by connecting youth and seniors together. And um that's what I think someone was saying. Volunteering is the same thing. So younger people you can connect the youth and the seniors through activities like storytelling, skill workshop, mentorship, community projects, partnership between school and community centers. So you can even make them do it as work experience or that's something what them call it again. Oh man.
Community service. Community
Community
service.
service. Excellent. That's what I was trying to say. Right? But them do it as community service, right? So them get that initiative. Why would that be successful? Right? Is that create mutual benefit for the elderly and the youth. The youths are benefit from it because they will be getting credits for it, like if it's a school-based thing. Plus, they'll be learning about the culture from the old, knowledge transfer, while the elderly will be not be feeling lonely anymore and they will feel valued. Right? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. And of course, it's cost effective because it's free. You don't have to pay a nurse to walk on and do it. Right? It's a volunteer thing, so it's free. And then the final one is develop a comprehensive home care support system. And the system will provide trained caregivers who visit the elderly person at their home to assist with daily activity, administer medication, perform basic health checks, and offer companionship. So that's something what Kemar was saying, and the other person was saying that the nurses could come around. But I don't like the word nurse though. I rather caregivers. But you can use nurse too, it's fine. It's accepted. You won't get marked down for saying nurse instead of caregiver. So yes. So make them visit the home. Why would that be successful? Well, most elderly no want go hospital. That's the first thing. So they feel more comfortable in their home. That's the first thing. Right? And
Sir, don't forget that you have some of the elderly that cannot make it to the hospital because of their physical health condition.
definitely. Right? We have some elderly we can they're not mobile. So the nurse coming to the home would be very successful. Right? So they can actually reach the elderly because they are unable to go to the hospital themselves, some of them. And some of them don't want to go anyways because they don't know nobody there. And they're not comfortable leaving their houses. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Next we say, define group cohesion. Yes, Rose.
Group cohesion is how close and connected everyone in a group feels. When people get along well, like work together and share a strong sense of teamwork and spirit.
I will take that, definitely. So group cohesion refers to the degree to which a member of a group are united by shared goals, mutual attraction, and the collective sense of belonging. Next question says, outline one factor which can contribute to improving group cohesion. And that's pretty simple. Yes. The name I can't pronounce.
Sir,
Huh?
proper outlining of the group's goal and allocation of tasks in order to achieve the goal.
So what's the factor you're working with?
Sir, proper communication.
Yes, swap.
Sir, mutual understanding.
Go again.
Mutual understanding. Like each member have a respect for one another.
Each member has what?
Respect for one another.
Yes, respect for one another. We'll take that as well. Who is this?
Sir Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy. Oh, go on. First,
Yes,
I hear advice for Georgie. Are we trained that, right?
No, Guyana.
Oh, Guyana. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's up Ziggy. All right. So we have a whole heap of them in the guys. Who not each one them thing I saw?
Leadership, sir.
Effective
Leadership,
communication.
Yes.
Effective communication.
Great leadership. Good
Great
leadership.
leadership. Yes. Yeah, man. Them thing are soft, man. When them soft, we're supposed to say, oh, relax. So we have a whole heap of them. Effective communication, right? And we say outline. So when we outline, we have to give a little sentence on it. So open, respectful, consistent communication builds trust and prevents misunderstanding. There was a strong leadership, support, fear, supportive and fair leaders can inspire, guide team members effectively. Mutual respect and trust, Ziggy, right? Say, when members feel valued and trusted, they are more committed to the group. Right? Yeah, man. Next. That get in a sleepy territory now, revise up your thing. Saint Catherine really come? Saint Catherine not serious, you know? Check say you gotta sleep.
No, sure, me there, man.
I know Saint Catherine a whole lot.
Sir, you say one question, 10 questions are going on.
Which one question that?
You say one more question, like 10 questions ago.
No, sir. No, sir. We never say that. Next. We said describe two functions which an institution can serve within the society. Rose.
Is my hand up?
Repeat.
Never mind. To wait, so you can come back to me.
All right, Reynolds.
Provide employment.
Mm. Mm. I like that one there.
Education.
Education. One function of institution is to educate the society, teach them skills, necessary skills to develop their human resources. Yes, education.
Sir,
Rose.
Religion.
Religion, we'll take that. Yes, religion, of course, to yeah, religion, self-explanatory. What else?
goods and services, sir.
Security, sir. Security.
Uh I guess it is police. I guess we can take that.
Political.
Governing.
Yes, political, definitely. So
The
religion,
socialization, like family as an
no,
institution.
no, institutions are organizations. So you wouldn't really put family in this one. Institution have two meaning. It's a norm in society or the organization, different organization in society. So institution can either refer to the norms of society or the um organization. So we're talking about the rules, the functions, Kemar and then Williams, and then we get the rules.
All right, sir. So I was saying that if they provide goods and services.
Eh, not really. I mean, I like that. Williams.
So like they can provide like services like and support like so for instance like institutions like hospitals for instance they just provide a service of taking care of people.
Good. Yeah, we could.
Maybe for
Yes.
example, it could be the POT program where it provides like money for people and like
No,
material
yes. Yes, you're safer with just the regular. You are safer with you're safer with education, you're safe with religion, you're safe with political, and you're very safe with recreational institutions, sport clubs, art center, park, leisure activities.
Sir,
So
economic support.
as I'm gonna say, you're safe with these four. These four are what the syllabus says that you're definitely safe with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you that one. All right. So you're safe with educational institution. You're safe with religious institution. Safe with political institution. You're safe with recreational function. You're safe with all of these functions. Educational, religious, political, recreational. There are more, but you're definitely safe with these. You don't have to worry about that. And all of them pretty much self-explanatory, right?
Yes, sir.
So political institution create laws and all these things. You know that already. Moving on. Caribbean election Research Association has observed a trend of low voter turnout among voters aged 18 to 35. Suggest three factors that may explain the low voter turnout among this age group and outline one action that may be taken to change this. Rose, then Maya, then Janish. Janish. Maya, you're up.
Sir, the manifesto for the party was not clear to the people or to the young people.
Okay, and yeah, forgive more upon that.
Or so like the
Remember, you know, guys, always link it back to why would that lead to a low voter turnout? You have to always link it back.
So, sir, because the manifesto wasn't clear, it means that people don't know why they should vote for that specific type of party,
No,
or
you're getting your marks, miss.
or people don't know what the party wants to achieve when they are elected as the new government.
No, you talk to me. No, give me one way to fix that.
What the party could do is that at their normal meetings they could explain the manifesto to persons and explain what actions or what they plan to do when they're elected as the new government.
Excellent. Abby. Abibi. Is Abibi a name? Tell me a name.
Yes, is Abibi.
Abibi. I like that.
I was gonna say just like they don't trust the political system. Like for instance, like with regards to Trinidad, like how we just had elections based on a lot of
I best say you do prime minister or president.
the new prime minister.
Oh, best say.
Yeah. So like for instance, I know like a lot of people they didn't vote for like the other party because they don't feel like the party like represents or like meet their needs or like their interests, and they feel like the party was like only focusing on like like richer people, like like the rich could get richer like that. And so like they feel like voting would not have led to like any real change, so plenty of them didn't go out to vote.
Right. So how you fix that, Abibi?
They could like address more issues that matter to young people. Like, so for instance, I know like plenty people was focusing on job opportunities because plenty young people don't have the opportunity to get jobs. So they could look at that. Plenty people like want housing. They could look at affordable housing. They could help with like gates, like for instance, so like student debt for education.
All right. I like that answer, Bibi. That's a good answer.
Sir,
Yes, Rose.
lack of political engagement and efficacy.
You have to explain that.
Young people may feel disconnected from the political process, like believing their vote doesn't matter or that politicians don't represent their interest.
Okay. Yeah, man, definitely. That's kind of close to a Bibi, though. Yes. Let me see.
Citizens at the legal age to vote, but they are not registered to vote.
Well, it says concerning lower voter agenda.
That is true, you know. That one their loss is that.
Sir, what about
Yes.
influences from their community? So
Me not hear that.
influences from their community. So maybe the community isn't like doesn't participate in voting, and that could influence the young person to not vote.
Oh. All
That's kind of like
right.
So one can feel.
Jonish? Is Jonish? No? Taro?
Sir?
No?
Sir?
Yes? Yes.
The community influences vote.
Okay. All right, so let's look at some factors. So one of them, many young people, many young Caribbean voters are what we call, what we say they are called? They are disillusioned with traditional politics due to the perceived corruption, broken promises, right? So them get broken promises before. Let me say we have fixed the road and we not fix the road. Then say we get the job and we not get the job. Lack of representation, as what somebody say, on issues that matter to them. So we want job, nobody not giving a job. We want house, nobody not giving a house. So we believe so our vote no count because we are not being heard. So we not vote. How would you fix that? To fix what we call disillusionment, party could establish youth advisory council with real decision-making power in policy, right? And then these youth advisory council, by integrating youth representative and showing tangible outcome, parties can rebuild trust. So we have to get some youth, get some young youth to relate to young people and give them real power. Give these youth counselors, youth advisory council real power so they can actually make some changes in the country. And this will actually rebuild the trust of the people who think that the system is broken. So we have a community and people think it broken, little man come and give a job, same time fix it. You understand? So we give youth power so that youth can relate to youth and get more done. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Then we say another action is to limited political education. Education, when you talk about strategies, 95% of the education is a good answer. So limited political education, right? People are not aware, young voters don't understand how government work. They don't understand policies and laws. So they really believe that the government is not doing anything when honestly it really works. You know, the government has to go through a lot of processes when they have to make law, you have to have bill, you have to have bill before law, you have to carry, you have to carry this, so the process is long. Right? So letting them aware how the government actually works. So when they don't understand, then there's things that people in a parliament not doing anything and a thief of the money. Right? So young voters may lack understanding of how the government actually work, how policies work. Right? So to improve this, you give them improve political education. Parties could create programs for young voters via digital platform or social media. Right, we can say they use artists also to create these things. And these would explain to the electoral process to show how government decisions impact daily life. Right? So we give them the education to show how, right, understanding the process of the government and how the government works. So that no, they know can and then say, all right then. And I like say this a prime minister narrate we, but him just couldn't do no better because him have to wait for this a policy. This a policy take 4 years to take effect, so we can't kill him. So they can understand the electoral the political system better. And factor 3, economic pressure and migration. So young Caribbean citizens often face significant economic challenges, high employment rate, da 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 da. Right, so these pressure may cause them to prioritize economic survival over political participation. Additionally, many young people migrate to other countries for education and unemployment. So many people are leaving, migrating. That is why they are not voting, because they are not here. Right, so you know how we are going to do that. Right, to address economic pressure, political parties should develop youth-focused empowerment platform with clear policy and job creation, entrepreneurship, affordable housing, education. Linking voting to tangible economic benefits can highlight its practical value, right? So flexible voting options like early voting, extended hours, digital access can boost participation amongst busy or working youth. All right, so we are saying that the people them are left. So in order to make them stay, you have to improve the what do you call it? The what's the word I'm looking for? The well-being of a society. So you have to make young people want to stay to make them vote. Because most of the young people ain't gone, they are not here. So we understand these three actions that we can look at.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. We're winding down to it, guys. We're winding. So we're going to the next one now. State the difference between renewable and non-renewable. Hands, please. Come on, not bomb rush me, I know. They soft. Who have that? Yes, Shanika.
So, renewable resources are resources that won't run out quickly and can be used repeatedly, for example, sunlight, wind, whereas non-renewable resources are sources that are limited and it will eventually be used up.
All right, so we can take that. So let's look at the difference, please. We see that non-renewable resources can naturally replenish within a short time and can be used repeatedly if managed well, right? Such as solar, wind, blah, blah, blah. Right? And non-renewable takes millions of years to farm and are limited supply. So yes. Next one we say that's pretty simple. So next one. We said we have the map. I'm the map. Who said that?
No,
Dora?
not
I
the
have
map.
that.
And no.
I'm the map. Let's see what the judge says. Place letter X on the CARICOM country in South America where lumbering is important.
Sir, can we like go back over the map before we go in the question? Cause
We're past the stage already, sir. Is that is it sir? Come in never hear you properly. I miss.
whichever one you like, sir.
Jaja. So yeah, me not have a question that quite late. Anyways, the map. I mean no offense though, but I didn't know if you're a male or a female. That's no offense.
It's alright, sir.
Okay. Alright, so which country is known for lumbering? Sasha?
Guyana.
Guyana. Where is Guyana? Somebody want to take it and show me where Guyana is? Who want to put the X on Guyana for me?
Yes, on my bottom, sir. That's on my bottom, it is.
Up at top, sir.
The
Sir, look at
bottom
right
right
next
there,
to
sir?
the no, sir, let me up. Let me up.
Yes, sir?
Right next to the one.
This?
No, the like right next to it.
Markel,
Them one
over
up.
here, sir, Guyana, the Markel. One cool. Markel, a belly is that, bro? Know your map. Know your map.
I didn't know if you're somewhere bottom. So.
Is it this here, sir?
Yes, sir.
But I don't know the map, you know. Problem. But tell me,
Sir,
don't
that
know
one that we
map.
shared a while ago.
I say, what me say about
The
the
beside
map?
that
Don't,
Suriname, sir, and so.
yes, don't come back tomorrow. I don't know
Yeah,
the
and
map, you
sir,
know.
it type me shade.
Sir, know my country there, you know.
You don't know which part of the country there?
Yes, that's all me know.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Now this the Yasa Guyana.
I tell me, sir, ask you.
Ask me,
Because Suriname up on the right side.
Yes, sir. This
All
guy.
right.
This guy. No.
I mean, know them there already. Come on, we are gangster. We're real bad, man. Come on, man. Stop. Why? Backside production. Where is why?
So when we got educated guess, I'll say somewhere near Jamaica.
It's Jamaica. Where's Jamaica? That's right. We know Jamaica. We don't know Guyana. Joke. So why is Jamaica? Know your map. Know your map. Turn door and boots and know on the map, please. Next. It says so this is Guyana, this is Jamaica. Guyana is known for lumbering. Moving on. Define geothermal energy.
So Erland, this is heat energy from the earth.
Huh?
Heat energy, sir.
Geothermal energy is the heat that comes from inside the earth. It's a type of renewable energy because heat from the earth's interior is natural and constantly being replenished.
Okay, we can take that. So geothermal energy. Whoa, how many? Oh, right. So geothermal energy is a renewable energy source that harness heat from beneath the Earth's surface, utilizes natural heat generated and stored within the Earth. Yes. Next we say, identify one CARICOM member state in Eastern Caribbean that has good potential for geothermal energy. Think with the artist already out of my head. See, come back.
Jamaica.
Dominica. Right? So Dominica would be one. Dominica, Guadeloupe, St. Kitts, any one of them. St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada. If they ask you which country is the only one to have a sort of generator from geothermal energy, it will be Guadeloupe. Next question says, explain the relationship between economic development and the use of natural resources. So we have one question leave, guys. One get question after this. And then we can get some sleep.
Yay!
I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Come on, guys. Explain relationship between economic development and the use of natural resources. We have that? Who want that?
So economic development.
Nobody?
Use of natural resources. With the use of natural resources, and there's like a new era where natural resources can be used to create stuff. For example, like satellite, not satellite, the thing from the roof called
Solar
solar,
panels.
yeah, solar system. So you use technology um and the light rays to like get electricity when yeah, somebody finish it.
All right. So in the interest of time, I'll finish it. So geothermal economic development relies heavily on natural resources. We talk about money. Money relies on natural resources for energy, raw material, environmental services, right? All of these are natural resources, and economic development relies on them. Economic development relies on energy, resources for energy. They rely on raw materials like bauxite and these things, right? So we rely upon that. And we also rely on environmental services. So we rely on economic money, rely upon natural resources. Natural resources is what makes countries money. Like Trinidad and Tobago is known for making money from its oil, its crude oil, right? Those are natural resources. Jamaica is known for making money off of bauxite. Guyana is known for making money off of lumbering and trees and everything there, right? So these are natural resources. Economic development and natural resources are linked because natural resources are what countries use in the Caribbean to actually sell, right? So increased resources use can lead to a depletion and environmental harm if not managed sustainable, right? So sustainable development seeks to balance the growth with resources, efficiency, and renewable energy. So what happens is that even though it provides us with the money, we can't overuse it because we're not gonna have none if we overuse it. Just like if we overfish. Remember we talk about overfishing or we talk about bird shooting, right? We can't do it in excess because we're gonna run out we are gonna run out the natural resources and can't go far back. Right? It will take a long time to replenish. Right? So that is our relationship between economic development and the use of natural resources. Right? There has to be money. Economic development of Caribbean country relies on the use of natural resources. Right? So if one of them are depleted, if them end up depleted, the country are gonna suffer. Right? There's going to be an economic downturn when it comes down to money and resources. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So economic development is buying to natural resources. Natural resources is what the country use to make money. So if there's no natural resources or there's a depletion in natural resources, the money will be decreased. Final question looks like this. Suggest 3 actions government in the Caribbean may take to reduce the region contribution to global warming. And we just did that a couple while ago. So that's supposed to start. One action where the Caribbean may take to reduce region contribution to global warming. Government. 3 action government will take.
Sir,
Yes.
what they have like international they have like uh day for like cleaning up the beaches and stuff like that. So it could be like a public holiday or I don't know, a celebration thing where they like have music and stuff and everybody just come together and just clean the beaches and stuff like that.
No, I kind of shaky. I thought global warming, you know. Think about it. Diana.
Sir,
So encourage citizens to use the 3 Rs.
Yes. Why? Let me hear why first.
So it will teach citizens how to dispose of their garbage properly.
Why? That not answer question. No.
To reduce. To reduce.
Maya.
Sir, I was saying that the government could encourage the use of electric cars
Why?
the use of electric cars would reduce the amount of emissions that come in from the cars that usually use gas and fuel, and that could reduce the amount of greenhouse gases in the air, which contribute to global warming.
That's a solid answer. Yes, that's correct. What else can the government do? Hope.
Sir, they could promote the use of better renewable energy sources, sir.
Yes, sir. Then why would that be successful?
It would help, sir, because it reduce the release of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, like fossil fuels, sir. So they can use like solar panels, sir, that would work. That would just they use energy from the sunlight, so they wouldn't need to add to global warming, sir.
Yes, Ziggy, that's correct.
Sir, they could implement carbon tax, like charging a fine for if like anybody burning garbage like in open areas.
So you will implement laws and policy. Remember, I
Yes,
say
sir.
every time I see government, you have to think about laws and policy. Yes, and why would that be successful?
Sir, since the year of fine on it, people gonna refrain from doing it. That's reducing the whole
Yes.
thing.
Right. So if there's laws, people refrain from doing it. Yes. Excellent. Michael.
So that's a planning and zoning.
Finance zoning. Okay, and why would
Yes,
that be
sir.
successful?
So you'd have a specific area when a tree, for cut down and then thing that's sir.
Remember, finance zoning
So
speaks about not planting and not using certain areas to save the fight.
yes, sir. So you wouldn't be able to like go on specific places for cut down tree and then thing that's sir.
Okay. So yeah, so basically you seem comfortable with this because we just did it. Taro, won't necessarily want to say clean up the beaches because that wouldn't necessarily contribute to global warming. So
Yes,
I want
sir.
to have things that contribute to global warming, such as transition to renewable energy source. Government can promote renewable energy by setting clear targets, offering tax incentives, lowering import duties on equipment, and developing large-scale solar and wind farms. Right? So we can transition. Why would that be successful? We all know, say, it save carbon from going into the atmosphere. Create laws and policies to enforce create laws and policy, right, to protect the environment. So, so like protect the forest and the mangroves and these things. And finally, strong enforcement ensures industries and individuals follow practices. So we're talking about creating the laws, and now we're talking about carrying out the laws. So zero tolerance on these laws, like a strong enforcement ensures industry and individuals follow practice and reduce carbon pollution and environmental harm.
I understand.
Right? So strong enforcement make you don't want to do it again. Right? And that's it.
Great.
No, I lie on it. A joke. One more. Educate the public, of course. Very important to educate the public, raise awareness about climate change and promote energy conservation and recycling. And then we say explanation would be that informed citizens are more likely to adapt to sustainable habits, support green policies, and contribute to a culture of environmental responsibility. And with that said, we are finished.
Sir, would you say that some universal strategies could be law and order or policies,
Go
laws,
again.
some universal strategies for like different question? What would you
Uh-huh.
say there could be like law and policy, educate people, um, yeah, law and
Major-
policy.
Majority of the time, if a government law and policy is a must, and the rest of them education technically is always a must.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah, man. So we see you tomorrow. Look like about 8 o'clock or 8:30, And that is Jamaica time, of course.
AM.
Okay, bye, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it's AM.
Hold on. The people
Yes, sir.
who they here?
Me.
Me
The
they
buy not
here.
leave yet.
Me.
No, sir.
No,
Me
sir.
tell you what go on now. You see, man, them were there. Me and you and Goofy join, and then we're gonna send the information to you.
Yay.
But don't go send it to nobody, you know. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
cause well, you can if you want to stay up the whole night and then give you information, then sure.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, thing. I'm just gonna search for the group. Oh, where is the group? Where is it? Where is it? Nah. My people you can go on. 'Cause I have you in the group, right? Hope and company can go. Alright?
Tomorrow, sir.
Alright.
thank you for the
All
class.
right, sir. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
sir.
rest of
Later.
yeah, man. The rest I
Tomorrow,
wanna
go on your
say
bed.
Tomorrow, sir.
best of bye. I'm searching for the link, guys. Just give me a minute. Where is it? This this is slow. There's so many SSA. Oh, is it this? Um, this. Mm. Okay, I'm just find it. All right, so you can join that group for me.